how are you all? I hope you're all okay. I've been changing the boys ready for Theme Thursday, and I'm going to change little Dougie for you, but I've already done Christopher Robin, and he's got this lovely royal blue and white striped onesie on, and it's got a mallard duck, it's got a green neck, navy blue wings and a grey front and red legs, and it's next to, I think, a baby which is all grey, and it's got a yellow beak and so has the mum or dad, and it's got a white belly and red legs. And I'm going to change Dougie into the cream version of this, which has got lots of little mallard ducks and their babies, and the wings are outstretched as if they're holding the baby's hands, and there's all sorts of different pictures, and they're long sleeve onesies, and this one's got a grey edge into it. It's very nice, and they came in this bag, the two onesies, which is very pretty. It's a white, it reminds me of a shoe bag that we used to have to put our plimsolls in when I was at school. And it's a white bag with a drawstring top, and it's got all the mallard ducks all over it. And Dougie, Christopher Robin wanted to have a play with that, didn't you? So he's playing with that. I think he thinks there's something in there, bless him. And I wanted to show you this lovely card that I got from my friend Holly Church, and that's covered in birds drinking out of a bird bath. Isn't that gorgeous? And there's a little cat. It's a kind of a ginger cat with stripes, and there's a butterfly, a grey butterfly in the sunshine. Isn't that lovely? It's just to let me know that she was thinking of me, because I've not been very well with the depression and everything. So Gin is watching you all. She's wondering what's going on. She's still there from Theme Thursday. What am I talking about? She's still there from Sunday story time. Bless her. She's there with the teddies. So let's move you in a little bit closer to this cheeky little chappie, and hopefully you can still see Christopher Robin in the background, so you can see them both. Let's just see if you're focused all right, because I've moved the camera angle. There, you can still see him, can't you? And I'm going to change little Dougie, and I was going to get the brush because I'll need to do his hair. So there's the brush. So yeah, how have you all been? Hope you've been all right. Been busy and doing the usual things, you know. There we go, Dougie. Let's get you out of this nice little sleeper. And I wanted to have a chat to you today about I've had a couple of comments, and I thought it was something that I needed to chat to you about. And I've had a couple of comments from people saying about how many babies I've had this year. There you go, Dougie, up you come. And I must admit, I have had a lot at the beginning of this year. This last 6 months has been very, very bad for babies in and out of my nursery. Up you come, sweetie. Let's get that out the way. There he goes, little cheeky boy. There he is, my little smiler. He's so gorgeous. He is so gorgeous. Yeah, and hope you're still seeing him all right. Let me just put you down so you can see him properly. There he is. Yeah, I have had a lot of babies going in and out of my nursery for the last 6 months. And I wanted to say about that because this is all a symptom of the depression I've been suffering with. You tend to think that if you buy something it's going to make you feel better. And it does, doesn't it? For a little while it makes you feel better, and then back the depression comes again, and you've made, especially if you've made a mistake and you've bought a baby or a doll that you can't kind of relate to, and I've done that a lot. And then I've had to sell them on and all the rest of it, and it's been just like a vicious circle with me. It really has this year. I don't think I've ever suffered with depression this bad. I tend to try and... Up you come, darling. There you go, Sniggy. There you go, Jiggy. There you go. I tend to try and deal with things, and I have been, you know, managing to do that. But this year has been particularly bad, and I have been bad myself with buying babies all the time, trying to make myself feel better. Some of them, like my beautiful Dougie, have been the best thing ever, and some have been not so good, haven't they, Dougie? So, you know, I don't blame you all for thinking, blimey, what is that lady up to? The babies are going in and out of her nursery like she's got a swing door on there, you know. But it is all a symptom of how bad my depression has been. It has been really bad, and the situation has been really bad, hasn't it, Dougie? Thank goodness I got my Dougie to cheer me up. He's such a gorgeous boy with his smiley face. Look at him. He's such a gorgeous smiley boy. He looks lovely in that as well, doesn't he? So yeah, that's why I have had so many babies in and out of my nursery this year, and it is purely because of depression. And every time I buy one, I think it's going to make it better, and it doesn't make it better. And I'm sure there's a few of you out there who feel exactly the same, that have done the same. And if you have, I'd like to hear from you, because I'm sure it's not just me that does this, that buys to make themselves feel better. So yeah. So that's what it's been about, hasn't it, Dougie? Mummy's been a naughty girl because she's been so depressed, and she's been trying to cope with things and she hasn't been able to. And, you know, she's made some really, really, really silly mistakes. So, yeah, so that's kind of answering everybody that's been asking what's been going on, really, in my nursery this year. And I'm sure that, you know, there will be more babies until I get my situation kind of sorted out. So, yeah. Isn't he a gorgeous boy? And he looks lovely in that, doesn't he? I hope you agree with me. I'll sit him up here with Christopher Robin. Come on, sweetie, there you go. I'll sit him there with his brother so that you can see the two of them together. Who's that, Christopher Robin? Who's sitting next to you? He's a lot smaller, little Dougie, so probably won't be able to see his face. Let's have a look, see if you can see his face. I don't think you can see, can you? Bless him, look at him. Two beautiful boys, two brothers together. And I think they look really gorgeous in those outfits, especially for Theme Thursday. You've got such a floppy head, Dougie. You can't hold your head up and look at your brother, can you? There you go. Hope that's a bit better. There they are, my two gorgeous boys. As you see, Dougie is a lot smaller than Christopher Robin. Yeah, I was quite surprised how small he is, actually. He's not much bigger than my twin A and B, so he's quite a small baby. So yeah, you'll have a good rest of your day, and I hope that what I've said to you makes some sense. I don't even know if I am. I've had one of those days where I've been a bit all over the place. So yeah, I hope that makes sense to you all anyway. Tell me in the comments. So, mwah, love you ladies and gentlemen.